One of the biggest mistakes in customer service is not introducing yourself properly. In healthcare, introductory builds trust. Patients need to know who they're speaking with. Here's 3 professional introductories that you should know. Okay? If you already know it, great. But if you don't, here's 3. Greeting, saying your name, and how you can help. Again, greeting, saying your name, and how you can help. Simple. Write that down. Because if you don't know that, now you know. Here's two. Here's 2 explanations, examples that you should know. One, you should not even go into a room and say. Here's the first one, the bad one that you should not go in a room and say. Yeah, what do you need? You didn't greet, you didn't say your name and how you can help. But what you need is not saying how you can help. You're giving bad customer service. The patients do not feel like they trust you. They don't feel like you hear them. You will hear them, and they don't feel like you care. Okay, let's say it again. What you say, yeah, what you need. The patients do not feel respected, cared for, and they don't feel heard. What you need is not saying how you can help. It's saying hurry up. What you need, hurry up. Come on, tell me. That's rushing. Now they don't feel like they could talk to you. Here's the good one. Here's the good one that you should remember. That you should go into a room and say, "Good afternoon. My name is Marvin. I'm part of the EVS team. I'm here to make sure that your room is clean and comfortable. You gave your name. You gave a greeting. You gave your name, and you said how you can help. Greeting, name, and how you can help. Now the patient feel respected, they feel like you care, and they feel like you can hear them. Because when you give that amazing greeting, they're gonna ask you for maybe a towel, a blanket, see if you get extra pillow, give them some water. They feel comfortable with you when you give a greeting. Okay? When you say your name and how you can help. They feel comfortable with you. It's true. Try it. You see that they feel comfortable with you. Now, when you don't say your name and they feel like you rushing them, they don't feel like the experience is good. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, when you introduce yourself clearly, it makes the patient feel respected and cared for. You have to know that when you introduce yourself clearly and not mumbling, when you do it clearly, like you want to be there, like you want to help them, they feel respected, they feel cared for, they feel like they can ask you for something. But when you don't go in there and say anything, then they like, oh well, maybe I shouldn't ask. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't ask because he did. I don't know who he from. Some patients may say, excuse me, who are you, what's your name? You may get that when you don't say anything to them. Trust me, I'm telling you. This is real. How you speak changes the tone. How you speak changes the tone for the entire experience. It does. A strong introductory changes the tone for the experience, the entire experience. And you have to know that. Do not go into a room and say what you need. Go into a room and introduce yourself. Okay? Greet them. How are you? Good afternoon. My name is. I'm here to make sure that your room stays clean at all times. Go into a room and make them feel respected, like you care, And if they needed something, they can come to you and say it. You don't want them to feel like, maybe I should say nothing. No, no, no. Go in there with an open mind. If you feel like you're having a bad day, fake it until you get out that room. Fake it until you get out that room, because they're already in the hospital. They don't want to see or hear about your problems because they have their own problems. So go in there, greet them, say your name, and say what you're there to do. And I guarantee an experience would be amazing for them and for you, because people open up when you greet them, when you say your name and what you're there for. They feel respected, care, and you hear them. So I hope you made notes. I hope you made notes. Thank you for clicking this video. Leave a comment, share it, learn it. Okay? So I'm Marvin. Again, have an amazing day. Be great. Do great. Have an amazing day.